Hello, welcome to the Echo Tips podcast. In today's episode, we're going to deal with just a real quick nugget, and that is limericks. Did you know your Amazon Echo could tell you a limerick? And you got several different options, so we're just going to play with something kind of fun today. But before we get into that, we're going to go to a brief message about our podcast, and then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by the New Vision program at Goodwill. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission services help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Hello again. Welcome back to the Echo Tips podcast. As we mentioned earlier, we're going to be dealing with just kind of a goofy thing today, dealing with limericks. I think we've probably tackled many things like poetry and rhyming and having your echo sing you a song and all sorts of things, but this is one I recently discovered, and that was its ability to tell us limericks connected with different topics. But before I get into that, for our new listeners, we'd like to welcome you. My name is David Ward. I'm an assistive technology instructor with the New Vision program at Goodwill. And we have little nuggetized episodes here with the Echo Tips podcast, really geared towards introducing you to new features as they're added, sometimes going out and pulling some really awesome little gems and nuggets from the past. Sometimes you get buried in the onslaught of the new things, and you might have missed out on some of the old things. So we'll try to bring some of those to the fore as well. And as the technology changes, sometimes something you knew was one way has changed or adapted or moved in the settings, and so we'll try to just deal with some of those topics as well. For our returning listeners, we'd like to welcome you back. We're probably coming up on 60,000, I believe, listens to our podcast, and we really appreciate your listenership. If you'd like to continue to support us, you're welcome to reach out to us. If you have any thoughts, both you and the new listeners, about future episodes, you can reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. And you're welcome to find us also on our website at goodwillvalleys.com/newvision. So that's the program that sponsors this podcast. So anyhow, I think that's probably enough about that. Also, if you could, subscribe in your podcast player of choice. That always helps us as well. All right, so this is going to be a real quickie, but we're going to give it a shot. I think the original way I saw this demoed is asking for limericks connected with dogs or cats. I think it maybe even holidays or specific times of year. I, of course, am a avid science fiction nerd, and so you guys can probably guess that I asked it about Star Trek or Star Wars and the like. So, but I'm not going to give away all its secrets. I haven't tried every permutation under the sun. Oh, that reminds me, before I try this, if you have an Echo in hearing distance of me or a similar A-Lady-enabled device, you're probably going to shut her ears off so that when I'm doing the demonstration here, I'm not tripping your Echo up at home. Okay? So maybe just give you a second to do that, and now we'll get into it. Alright, so all you have to do is ask for a limerick, and you can specify a topic. And so let's start with something very simple like dogs. I love dogs. Grew up with dogs. Let's see. Alexa, tell me a limerick about dogs.
The best of all sleds is the toboggan. You can fit all your friends and your doggin. But once you get going, there's no way of slowing, so your hat may fly off of your noggin.
Wow. Isn't that something? Okay. Anyway, and since I am a nerd, I'm going to show you this too. And I'll let your imagination run wild with trying some other limericks. Okay, so here's another one. Alexa, tell me a Star Trek limerick.
There once was a captain named Kirk. When Klingons attacked he would smirk. Don't worry, he'd say, photon torpedoes away. Then he'd note, Captain's log, easy work.
Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? All right, well, that was just our brief episode for today, and it's time to turn the ears back on in your Amazon Echo. Start practicing some of the many things that you've learned. And I'm David Ward for the New Vision program at Goodwill. We thank you for listening.
Thanks, Dave. In conclusion, let me tell you a thing or two. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and it is also made possible in part by a grant from Community Foundation serving Western Virginia. And there's more. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. For more information, check out our website at goodwillvalleys.com/newvision, with no spaces. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a non-profit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission programs help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Thanks for listening.